I'm planting some of the Importuna today, and I've caught up to the 823 spawn, which today is October the 8th, so just a little over a month. And you can see the Impo is a good colonizer. Makes a lot of orangey colored sclerotia, but it colonized these bags very quickly. I don't see any mold problems in them. Of course, I'll have to bust them up, but I don't think they're going to have any problems. I can see why most of the Chinese growers use the Importuna, just because it grows so fast and so aggressively. I have this back row put together. It was a bit harder to till up because anytime you have a row up against a tree line, you're always going to have roots popping up through it. Especially since I have a lot of locust trees. They like to shoot roots up and shoot little locust trees up everywhere too. So rototiller caught the ground quite a bit, so I couldn't get down below 4 notches on the tillers, which the other beds I did 5. But this bed's a little bit taller, so I think I have just the same amount of volume of dirt to work with. But you see I have it covered. And this bed too is a tiny bit wider, so there's a little bit of dirt on the edges, but I don't think that'll be a problem. I used in this bed, let's see, yeah, 16 more bags left over of vulgaris in the front, then 24 bags of the first batch of Importuna, and finished the end up with another 16 bags of Importuna, or 8 bags of Importuna of another batch. Still found a tiny bit of mold in a few of the bags of the vulgaris. In 2 of the bags of the older Importuna, I did find a little bit of mold, but that's it so far. So the Importuna definitely seems like it grows a bit stronger and holds back the mold better. But as you can see, if the bags get old enough, they can still get moldy. And again, that could very well just be how I'm doing grain bag to sawdust bag transfers. But I'm caught up now to a month with this, and I spent all morning doing this. You can see it's rained out here quite a bit. The ground's all wet, and it's wanting to start to rain again. So soil's nice and moist, and maybe that'll make a difference too if it's at maximum wetness when I put the plastic over it. But we'll have to see. So next thing to be taken out will be these peppers. I have to break down all those. It's going to be a lot of work. Want to say happy mid-autumn festival celebration to all my Asian viewers, because ordered more shade cloth for this row, but then I realized, oh, I just ordered it right before the festival, so I'm probably not going to get it till maybe November. So yeah, always slows down shipping with the long week festivals in China, and so be aware of that if you're ever ordering anything from AliExpress around that time period. You can see these bags of Importuna on my shelf. These ones were made on 8/29, so just a little bit over a month old, and I'll get these out in the next row. I have to say, unfortunately, it looks like keeping the grain spawn in storage for so long, because by the time I got to this Rufo Bruna strain, the grain had been in storage for over 2 months, maybe about 3 months actually. And although it looks like some of these bags are fully colonized, I'm pretty sure that's actually mold, because none of the other bags are showing any growth, and this one bag definitely had green mold on top of it, and now it's spreading with the same kind of coloration. Not quite a green color of mold. This is more of like a grayish color, but it's definitely not morel mycelium. So yeah, just another learning lesson about keeping my grain spawn healthy and making, you know, dishes from master culture slants, and then dishes to liquid culture, and liquid culture to grain spawn to sawdust. To do it all in one run, that way the mycelium is as healthy as it can be, and it'll beat out any mold, and it'll be able to recover when I mix it up. That's probably what's happened, is it's been in storage for so long and weakened that once I've busted it up, mix it in to this sawdust mixture, it's just too beat up and old to even recover. I do have 1 jar of liquid culture of Importuna left over, and you can see it's very thickly colonized on the inside. I have some ideas that maybe I can mix this with some lime pasteurized plain sawdust, wet it a little bit, and put it in trays outdoors, and perhaps that'll be enough to colonize that and give me some extra spawn, since this Rufo Bruna isn't going to work out this year.